All right. Good morning. Welcome. Let's go ahead and get started in a seat. So just cross-legged is probably the most comfortable, but there's another way that works better for you. Feel free to sit that way as well. Okay, so relaxing those shoulders down and back. You can maybe give it a shoulder roll or two to get it in that position. Close down those eyes, really reaching up tall through the top of the head. Big breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Just a couple more breaths. Really feeling those lungs completely with air. Feel that big stretch through that rib cage. Then exhale that breath out, just nice and slow. And now let's do some neck rolls. So drop that chin to the chest. And we'll bring that ear over to that left side. And then bring the chin to the chest. We'll go over to that right side. And center to the left. Center over to the right. Good. Center to the left. Center to the right. Good. A couple more times just on your own. If you want to hold one side for a little bit longer, feel free to. And then bringing it back to neutral. Let's reach those arms up, twist it over to that right side. Sit tall on that inhale. Exhale a little deeper, twist. Inhale, bring it back to center. Reach the arms up and over to that other side. Good. Back to center. Reach it up tall, side bend over to that right side. Shoulders stay stacked. So we want to bend into that right arm to get a little bit more stretch instead of rolling that shoulder forward. Inhale, bring it back up. We'll go the other side, reaching that right arm up and over. Bring it up and sliding those hands forward just for a breath. Lengthen that spine on the inhale, walking the hands out a little further. And then we'll slide those hands back again, reach those arms up, twist it to that right side, center to that left side. Reach those arms up, side bend to the right. Inhale up tall, over to the left. Inhale it back up, sliding those hands forward. At this time, we'll lift up slightly, walk the hands over to that left side of the mat, or over towards that left knee. We'll walk it to the center. We'll go over to that other side. Bring it back to center. Sit up nice and tall. Let's switch that cross of the legs. Inhale again, we'll reach the arms up. Let's twist it over to that left side to start. Sit tall. Exhale, twist. Bring it back to center, reach the arms up, twisting it to that other side. Inhaling those arms back up. Let's side bend over to the left. Inhale it up, over to the right. Inhale, bring it back up, lowering those hands down. Just pause here. I set the center. And walking those hands back. You can sit tall, reach the arms up, twist it over to the left. Inhale, center, over to the right. Center, side stretch. Back up to the other side. Bring it back up. Lower those hands down to the ground. Lengthen out. And then walk the hands over to that right knee. I'm going to go center over to that left side. Bring it back to center. Pause. And then we'll walk those hands back. Come onto those hands and knees. Moving through those cat-cow. So on that inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone as we look up. Exhale, we'll round that spine, press the shoulder blades away, draw that belly up and in. Then inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round. Now with that rounded spine, we're going to press those hips back to the heels. Try to draw those thighs and those shins together. It will pull those elbows back. Okay, so we want to bring those elbows towards those knees, and then the forearms are touching. Okay, now from here, we're going to hook that right hand behind the back. Take that big breath in, and exhale, looking first, and then twisting, opening up. Inhale, bring it back down. Exhale, twist, open up. Inhale it down. Last time, twist, open it up. Inhale it back down, switching sides. Right elbow to that right knee. Left arm comes out, and back of the hand is on that tailbone. Big breath in, look over that shoulder as we twist. Inhale it back down. Exhale, twist. Inhale it down. Last time, twist, open up. Inhale it back down, sliding those hands forward. Just pause it here in that child's pose. So you can keep the knees together if you want to slide them out a little bit wider, whatever you're feeling. And then we'll come onto those hands and knees. Go ahead and step it back to our plank. And that chest pulls forward, core stays tight. And then we'll send those hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Hips press up, heels press down. Another breath. And let's come onto the toes, bend those knees, stepping those feet to the top of the mat. Slide those hands to the shins, flatten out that back, bending those knees. And exhale, slide those hands down as we fold. Then bend those knees, flatten out that back. Let's rise up to standing, reach it up nice and tall. Let's interlace those fingers, side bend over to the right. Inhale it back up. Exhale it to the left. Inhale, bring it back up. Let's interlace those fingers behind the back. So pull those knuckles down first. Hands come away from those hips. Now from here, slight bend in those knees, pressing the hips back. So just keep that really flat back. Back is parallel to the mat. Reach the knuckles back. Maybe lift the hands away from the hips a little bit more, but keep squeezing through the shoulders. Don't let those shoulders dip forward. And then exhale, we'll release those hands down to the mat. Fold, hang here for a breath or two. And then we'll plant those hands down, stepping those feet back to our plank. Lower it down. Inhale, lift that chest. So maybe that up dog's a little bit too much. We can come into that cobra to start. Okay. And then exhale, send those hips back up to the sky, down dog. And now let's inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet up top of the mat. Find that half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend to those knees, rise up to standing, reach up nice and tall. Let's interlace those fingers, side bend to the right. Inhale it back up. Exhale it to the left. Inhale it back up. Interlace those fingers behind the back. Open up that chest. Slide bend those knees as we fold. So again, back is just parallel to the mat. Then we'll release those hands down as we fold. And then lengthen out. Plant those hands. Step it back to our plank. Lower. Inhale, lift that chest. And exhale, send those hips up and back. Downward facing dog. One more breath. Let's come onto the toes. Bend those knees, stepping those feet to the top of the mat. Let's walk those big toes together to touch, or at least a little bit closer. Heels are slightly separated. And inhale those arms up overhead, sinking those hips down into that chair. So core tight, sink the hips down. Relax through those shoulders. One more breath. Now we're gonna hover that chest even more, reach those arms back, lift those heels high up off the mat. Now lower the heels down, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, hover, lifting the heels. Lower the heels down, reach those arms back up. One more time, hover that chest, reach those arms back. And lower those heels down, reach it up nice and tall. And exhale, fold. Flatten out that back on that inhale. And exhale, let's plant those hands, step it back to our plank, moving through your vinyasa. Exhale those hips to the sky when you're ready. Feet together, inhale, right leg is gonna lift. Curl that knee to the nose, stepping that foot through. Let's lower that back knee down. Inhaling those arms up overhead. The rib cage pulls down, tailbone scoops down. Press the hips forward a little bit more. So a little more active. Press that right heel down, pull back. Left knee presses down, pulls forward. Hands will come to heart center. So we twist, hook that left elbow across that right thigh. And an inhale, reach those arms back up, curl those back toes under. And we're gonna press and lift. Now from here, hover that chest, reach those arms back, kind of like we did in that chair pose. Inhale it back up. Now when we reach back up, keep that core tight, neutral spine, instead of just arching and flinging the arms back. Okay, then exhale, hover. Inhale it back up. Exhale, hover. Inhale it back up. Last time, hover. Hold it here. And lower those hands down. Step it back to plank. Lower down. Inhale, lifting the chest. And exhale, hips to the sky, down dog. And inhaling, that left leg lifts. Curl that knee to the nose, step that foot through. Back knee lowers down, inhaling those arms up. And press that left heel down, pull back, right knee presses down, pulls forward. One more breath. Then we'll bring those hands to heart center, hover that chest, and twist that right elbow across that left thigh. And we'll inhale those arms back up, curl those toes under, and lift that back knee up into that lunge. Then exhale, we'll hover that chest, reach those fingers back. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, hover. Inhale it back up. Last time, hover that chest and hold. Good, now lower the hands down. Step it back and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hips to sky, down dog. One more time through. Let's go inhale on the toes. Step or hop those feet, top of the mat. Toes together to touch, half lift. And fold. Inhale, we'll rise. Exhale, sink those hips down to our chair. Hover the chest, reach the arms back. Inhale the arms back up, drop the hips down a little lower. Exhale, hover. Inhale it back up. Last time, hover. Oh, I forgot lifting the heels part. There we go, hold it here, finding that balance. And then we'll lower those heels down as we rise up nice and tall. And exhale, fold. Find that flat back. And we'll plant those hands, stepping those feet back to our plank vinyasa. And exhale, down dog. Feet a little closer together. Let's inhale that right leg up. Curl that knee to the nose. Step that foot through. Back knee down. Inhaling those arms up. Hands will come to heart center as we twist, hooking that left elbow across that right knee. Inhaling those arms up. Curl the back toes under. And lift that back knee up. Exhale, hover the chest. Inhale it up. Exhale, hover. Inhale it back up. Now we're going to hover that chest. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you're going to lift that back leg up into that warrior three stance. So hips stay square, point all 5 toes down towards the mat. One more breath. And then we'll take that big step back, lower those hands down. Plank and vinyasa. Exhaling it to down dog. Other side, inhaling that left leg up. Curl that knee and step that foot through. And back knee down. Inhale, those arms reach up. Hands to heart center as we twist. Inhale, those arms back up. Back toes will curl under. Press, lift. That the back knee up. Exhale, hover. Inhale it up. Exhale, hover. Inhale it up. Good. Then exhale, hover. Lift that back leg. Square those hips. Press through that heel. Only if you want to, you can keep that back leg down and just hold that position as well. And now lower that foot down. Plant those hands. Step it back. And vinyasa. And exhale, let's send those hips back to the heels. Knees can come as wide or as close together as you'd like as we soften it down into that child's pose. This child's pose, maybe flip those palms up. So get a little stretch through the arms and shoulders and upper back. And maybe bend into those elbows. Pat yourself on the back. A little more stretch through the upper back and the triceps. And let's extend those arms back out. Let's come onto hands and knees. Stepping it back to our plank. Another couple breaths here in plank. Let's get that core warmed up this morning. For 3, 2, and 1. Hips to the sky, down dog. Let's stretch out those outer hips, going into that pigeon. So bringing that right knee to that right wrist. Foot comes across, slide that left leg back, and we'll lower onto those forearms, pointing through that back toe, and then rest that head down. Let's press into that right shin, pull it back, left knee presses down and pulls forward. And then come back onto those hands. Step it back, down dog. And we'll bring that left knee to that left wrist, put it across, right leg slides back, and lower those forearms down. And come back onto those hands. step it back, down dog. Press those heels up, press the heels down, press that tailbone up. And let's come back to a seat. Just finish off with a twist. So we'll reach those arms up nice and tall. Let's twist it over to that right side first. Sit really tall. Exhale. Really look over that shoulder, that full spinal twist. And then we'll bring it to center. Let's go over to that other side. Sit tall and twist. And bring it back to center. Those hands will rest on the knees, closing down those eyes for just a moment. Big breath in through the nose and out through the nose. 2 more. Big breath in and out. Last one. Inhale and exhale. All right, linking those eyes open. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a great, great day. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow.